everyone, it's Holly, the Twister Sister, back with another balloon tutorial for you. We've got a special video for you today for Mother's Day, and this balloon would actually be good for all different times of the year. But since Mother's Day is coming up, I definitely wanted to get this video out there so you guys would have something fun to make for your moms this year. Okay, so we're going to be making a lily. It's a type of flower. It's one of my favorite flowers. I love Easter lilies, mostly because of the way they smell. It's like my favorite smell in the whole world, but they're very pretty flowers also. So we're gonna be making these lilies. You can make them any color you like. I'm gonna do white so that they look like Easter lilies, which is another reason why I've got the background a little bit different for this video, because I know it's hard to see the white balloons on the white background sometimes, so you're welcome for that. To make one flower, you're gonna need 2 white 260s, a green 260, a yellow 260, and a white 321, also known as a bee-body balloon. These funny looking things right here. Now I'm going to show you how to make one flower first, and then I'm going to show you at the end how to combine 3 flowers together and make a really nice bouquet, and it's also a gift which will stand up on its own on a table. You can put some candy with it or a gift card or something like that. So the whole thing will make a great gift for Mother's Day or for Easter or any other time of the year. So I'm going to start off with the stem part of the balloon. I'm using my green 260. I apologize if the color is a little off. I'm using the green screen today, which can be hard with a green balloon. You want to blow this up about 4 pumps, so you've got about a 4-inch tail there. And go ahead, let a little air out, and then tie it off. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a small 5-petal flower right at the tip of this. So just small little loops. So just fold your balloon over, use that nozzle to twist it around, and push the nozzle through to lock that loop in place. Do 4 more loops about the same size as this one. You want to keep these loops really nice and small. This is not the main part of our flower. This is just kind of the back of the flower. You don't want it to be too big and overpowering. So there we have a nice little 5-petal flower on the tip of our green balloon. Now here at the back of this, you're going to do a small bubble, and we're going to make this bubble into a pinch twist. So just grab it, pull it out, and twist it around itself. And that will get your 5-petal flower here facing this way instead of straight up and down. And then that will get our lily kind of coming out this way like they do naturally. So that is how you do the stem. And your balloon should be filled all the way to the end of the balloon. If it's not, just go ahead and give it a little squeeze, and I'll just fill up that extra space there. So that's a stem. We're done with that. Pretty easy so far. Next, let's do the first part of our flower. So we're going to grab our 321. And with this green Qualitex pump, we're going to pull that 321 all the way down onto our pump here, so that the nozzle of your pump is like in the tail of the balloon. And just lightly hold on to that with your thumb and your pointer finger here, and as you blow it up, you're gonna let the balloon kind of go. So I'm gonna do 4 pumps in this. So as I blew it up, I let the balloon go and expand. So we have our 321. And now I'm gonna let a good amount of air out because we want this to be nice and soft. So a lot of the air is gonna come out of the tip here, and that's fine for now. We just want this to be nice and soft and squishy. So once you've done that, go ahead and tie it off. Okay, and then give it a nice squeeze so it's nice and soft and squishy for what we're gonna do next. So we're gonna need our yellow 260 for this next part. And this is gonna be for the little yellow parts in the middle of the flower. So I'm just gonna put 1 little pump of air in here and let some out till there's just enough air to make 2 nice small round bubbles. I'm gonna tie that off and then cut off the excess nozzle part here so it doesn't add too much weight or it'll be drooping over. Okay, so now we've got our yellow balloon. We're gonna twist this bubble in half to make 2 bubbles about the same size as best as you can get it. Whoop. And now we're gonna do like we're making antenna or something like that. So I'm gonna grab the second bubble here with my right hand and just hold it in the palm of my hand, wrap my fingers around it. And there's different ways you can do this. So what we wanna do is we wanna get the air in this bubble and shoot it all the way down to the end of our balloon. So when I was younger, I would put it in my mouth and suck, and that would actually pull the air up. But I don't recommend doing that just because it could be a choking hazard if it pops in your mouth. So there's other ways to do that. Another method that I do is I will hold on to the balloon about 1 inch from the tip here, and then take the rest of the balloon and just kind of fold it up in my hand. And then with this hand, my right hand, I'll take my fingers and squeeze the balloon, and that will shoot the air down to the end. Then you can just kind of pull it and do whatever you need to do next. Another thing that I see a lot of people do is they'll take the balloon about 1 inch from the end here and then stretch it. Try to get it all in frame here. So stretch it as far as you can, and then with your right hand squeeze that bubble and it will shoot the air down to the end of the balloon that way as well. So however you want to get it down there, just do that. So you've got 2 bubbles here. And then what I like to do is I like to twist it in the middle a couple times just to keep the air from switching and going back to the other side. Hold on to that. Now while you're holding on to that, grab your 321, should get the nozzle of it, and then you're gonna tie this around the middle part of this yellow to connect them. So I'm just gonna wrap it over my fingers that are holding on to the yellow balloon, and then do my knot just like I usually do, but it's just catching that yellow balloon so that they're connected right here. Okay, so that's probably a more advanced technique. There's other ways you can do that, but this is what I do because it's pretty fast once you get the hang of it. And if you're making a lot of flowers, you want to do it as fast as you can. Okay, so once you have these connected, we're going to do an apple twist or a marriage twist. And so just take your finger on the knot up here that we made, and you're going to push your finger down into the balloon, and then take your other hand here from the outside, and you're going to grab onto that knot and pull your finger out, and then twist. I'll twist it around a few times, and then we're going to just gently let this go. So now we've got the central part of our flower connected to the white part, and it looks really nice and pretty. So the next step on our flower is to make the petals. So let's go ahead and grab a white 260, and you're gonna blow this one up 4 pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let a little air out, tie it off. And now we're gonna need to do pinch twist and spacer bubbles. So start off with a small round bubble. Use your nozzle to make that a pinch twist, like that. And then we're gonna need 1 spacer bubble. I like to do them about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. And then do another pinch twist. And you're just gonna keep doing the same pattern until we have 5 spacer bubbles. So another pinch twist, spacer bubble number 3, pinch twist, 4, pinch twist, and now 5. Once you get to spacer bubble number 5, go ahead and bring it back and twist it into our first pinch twist. So we have a little circle there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pinch twist and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spacer bubbles. Now we're going to start with the petals of the flower. So with the remaining balloon, you should be able to get at least 1 petal, 2 if you're really good. So all you're going to do to make the petals is just fold your white balloon over, however big you want your petals to be, and then twist it into the pinch twist right beside it. We're just gonna do that all the way around our ring here. So I'm gonna have just enough to make 2 nice little flower petals here. So once you've run out of balloon, just grab your second 260 and blow it up a few pumps. And we're just gonna connect that right into our pinch twist that we left off at using the nozzle. And we're just gonna continue around making flower petals from one pinch twist to the next. So try to make them all the same size as best you can. So just fold it over, twist it into the pinch twist, and go on to the next one. All right, so now I've done all 5 of my flower petals. I've got this tail here at the end, so I'm gonna just rip it off and secure it. We're done with white balloons. All right, so now just arrange them so that they're all kind of laying neatly, somewhat flat. They should be kind of going forward a little bit, so they don't have to be flat, but they're kind of like, you know, drooping forward a little, like lilies do. Okay. So now grab your 321 that we made, and you want to connect your flower petals to this, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to hold on to this little apple twist that we did so it doesn't come undone while we're doing this part. And then you want to slide your flower petals right over this all the way up to this little crease part right here, and that will help hold your apple twist so it doesn't come undone. When you do this, you want your pinch twist to be on the back. So I've got my pinch twist in the back here, and I'm gonna slide my flower in just like this. And we're just gonna scoot it all the way through till it hits our apple twist. So that's our lily, pretty much done at this point. So now what we're gonna do is grab your stem, and we're just gonna connect these two. And the best way to do that would just be to squeeze some of the air out from the tip of our balloon here, so you have a little bit of a tail to work with. Just take that uninflated part and twist it into the center of your 5-petal flower here to connect it. And now you have a really cool, really pretty lily. It looks just like an Easter lily. And if you want to make this extra nice, if you're giving it as a gift for somebody, you can go to any health food store or the health section of your local grocery store, and if they have essential oils, usually there would be like a jasmine or another really flowery oil, and just put a drop of that somewhere on your balloon. And the jasmine especially really smells almost like Easter lilies, so that's kind of a nice touch to make your flowers have a nice smell to them as well. So that's how you make the Easter lily. And stick around. Next I'm going to show you how to do 3 of these and make this into a perfect gift for your mother or anyone else in your life. Okay, so for our bouquet, I've gone ahead and made 3 of our lilies, and they just naturally ended up with a little bit different length stems. So as you can see, this one's a little bit longer. So I'm going to put this one in the back, and I'm going to angle its flower a little bit up so that we've got 3 lilies facing forward like this. Okay? So I'm going to kind of hold on to them where I want them to be. And I'm going to take an uninflated balloon, any color, it doesn't really matter what, and I'm just going to tie it around all 3 of these to hold them in place. And you want to tie it kind of tight, not so tight that you actually make like a pinch or twist them together or anything, but just so that they stay where they're supposed to be. Just get them all arranged so it makes a nice looking bouquet. So something like that. Okay, I'm going to set that aside for a second. And this next part is the weight. So what we really want is for these to be able to stand up on a desk or someone's table and just look pretty on their own without them having to be propped up by anything. So I'm going to be using one of these balloon weights you can find at any party store. This is just what I have. I have a ton of these left over from a decorating job I did. But what would really be fun is if you just took like some clear cellophane and put some candy in the middle of it and made a little pouch for some weight. You could do that. There's all kinds, so just get creative with this part. So what I'm going to do with the weight is I'm going to take an uninflated balloon and just put it on this little loop part here, like this. And I would probably use the same color as the stems, but I was afraid it would blend in with the green screen. And actually I didn't realize that this is green too, so I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this very well. It might look like a different funny color. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my weight and position it kind of right at the bottom of our balloons. And then using this uninflated bit, I'm just going to tie it around this uninflated balloon here that we tied onto our flowers. So just bring both balloons up on either side and then bring them back together in the middle to tie them. And that will tie that weight onto our flowers. So then of course cut off all your tails. So now this is what we have. We've got our 3 flowers and we've got this weight that we're going to position right in the center of all 3 of our stems. And now what you want to do is go ahead and bend each stem outward a little bit and give a little squeeze so that it has a little bit of a bend to it. And that way it'll help it sit flat on a table. Before we do that though, we want to cover up this ugly uninflated balloon here. So I'm just going to take a pink balloon and we're just going to make a nice pretty little bow. So go ahead and blow this up. About 4 or 5 pumps. Tie it off. And to make this bow, we're going to start off by making a 3 or 4 inch bubble. And then we're going to squeeze the balloon and make a small loop. Squeeze it, make another small loop. And then you're going to do a pinch twist right here in the center of our bow. And you want the rest of the balloon to kind of be coming out the back. So that's our bow. We just need one little tail coming out here on the other side. But first we're going to wrap this around our bouquet. So put the bow in front and wrap the rest of the tail all the way around it and lock it back into that pinch twist at the front of our bow. And now you just want to cut off this extra part here so it's the same length as this one. Okay, and now arrange everything so you've got your weight in the middle and get your flowers where you want them. I think they look nice like that with all 3 facing forward. And then when you set this on a table, if you get your balloons all arranged right, then it will sit up just fine on its own. Okay, so that is the Mother's Day bouquet. I'm telling you, any mom will love this, especially if you do the candy for the weight at the bottom here. That'd be really nice. And something else that's cute to do is you can actually get a gift card and kind of wedge it right here underneath the pinch twist on the bow. So it'll just be sticking out, or you could put a nice little note there. So that is how you do the pretty Easter lilies. And you can just do 1, or you can do 3, you can do 5, 6, make a bouquet however big you want it to be. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought in the comments below. I love reading your suggestions and answering your questions and just reading your feedback. So thank you for that. If you guys do try making this and giving it as a gift to any of your loved ones, definitely show me your pictures. I would love to see how your balloons turn out. You can post your pictures on my Facebook page. The link is down in the description below. As always, thank you guys so much for all your support and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. If you're new to my videos and you want to make sure that you're not missing anything, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And if you enjoyed this video, just give it a thumbs up so I know that you like this, and I'll try to do more stuff like this in the future. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.